Last time on Herb Vendor. So there I was, attempting to expand the population of my guild. And to be honest, it really wasn't going that well. Those who weren't already associated with an in-game organization didn't want to join mine. This left me with, nothing to do in-game for a few weeks. I didn't really have the motivation to push content, and I kinda suck ass at PvP. Luckily, however, this idle time wasn't spent wasted. I had developed and crafted an in-game bucket list, a series of cool tasks and in-game accomplishments that I had never got around to doing before. Number 1, make 1 million gold. Number 2, get that cool blue dragon mount from that one instance in Howling Ford. Number 3, smoke weed with the Black Ops guy. As much as I was manifesting these goals, they just weren't coming to fruition. I don't think I've ever had more than 50k gold before at one time, and for some reason we're still waiting on getting the Black Ops guy as a playable character. The only realistic option seemed to be the mount. Usually I would restrict my daily mount farming to Zul'Gurub, but that had been yielding no results for me. It was time to change it up. It was time to obtain my dragon. I hadn't farmed this mount in quite a while. It used to be one of my dailies, but I gave up after I don't even know how many attempts. Matter of fact, I hadn't even been to Northrend in I don't even know how long. And Northrend is probably my favorite continent in game. And no, not because of Grizzly Hills like all of you. That's way too easy. There's a lot of great shit here that gets kind of overlooked. Dalaran is floating. It's literally in the air. That's cool. There's also the Elden Ring tree here. Most importantly, though, there's Sholazar Basin, which I swear has to be some Mandela effect shit because I specifically remember always calling it Sholazari Basin back in the day. But whatever. This zone is amazing. Another cool zone also often overlooked is Howling Fjord, and that's exactly where I was headed. My journey would ultimately lead me to Utgard Keep, an instance hub within the zone and home to Utgard Pinnacle. I had done the heroic version of this instance dozens of times during Wrath, but had never once seen the mount drop. It was time to try once more. I made my way through the Labyrinthian instance and finally got to my target, Scotty the Ruthless. I always assumed it was just some dude and his dragon named Groff. They fly around and the dragon pees ice all over you. Scotty doesn't even care that you're here until you start hurling oversized spears into Groff's body. This is when the real battle begins. I don't know why I was feeling lucky, but I had a good feeling. I didn't get the mount. I decided to hearth back to Stormwind and continue in my search of new members. I was strolling about the city when I noticed an individual in a cool hat. A distinguished gentleman such as this definitely needed some herbs. Greetings.
How's it gone, lad?
It's going. I like your hat, friend. It is entrancing me.
So what are you up to today?
Just strolling around, vending my wares. Here to view them?
Oh, you're a vendor. I'll take a quick look over your wares.
That's pretty much all of it. If you want some, I'll throw in a bladder with blue paint in it. During the transaction, a friendly demon hunter had approached us and gifted us a turnip. I thought it would only be polite to offer something in exchange for the kind gesture. Check this out. Puma here and their turnip were equally impressed. Just then, someone called out from behind.
Hello, Herb.
Greetings, TOS violation. Did you see the trick I was showing my new friend here?
I died from how sick it was.
May he rest in peace.
Oh, I live.
Oh,
Inshallah.
Why is there a dragon?
greetings, dragon.
Why is it just floating there, menacingly?
Triple gay, save us.
Halt, friends. This dragon may be friendly. Triple gay barks at the dragon. Be gone, beast!
He's going at it. Wow.
TOS Violation's faithful companion had defeated the dragon. We rightfully celebrated the victory. The unfortunate thing was, both of these new friends were already in guilds. My search continued. By this point in the evening, I had killed enough time that it was now what I call prime time here on Moonguard. During this time, the server is at its most active state, and it usually falls around 8 p.m.-ish server time. I decided I'd spend my night in the Mage District by where all the goth demon hunters hang out. TOS Violation showed up again. We shared a brief conversation while an onlooker stared from beyond, a sort of dragon-type being. Who was this mysterious individual?
I am Dragon Jesus.
Hey Jesus, sup?
Dragon Jesus, holy shit.
Praise him.
Watch me walk on water and down a shit ton of wine.
Hell yeah. Do it.
Follow me.
Let's see this.
To the great beyond.
It's really going. Oh, he's gone. Like that, Dragon Jesus was gone. But TOS Violation and I remained. Although they couldn't join my guild, we could be homies. And now that I had a trustworthy friend again, it was time to do friend stuff, like brainstorm get-rich-quick schemes in the cathedral basement. When we arrived to the church, we immediately got down to business. We must discuss business shit. I'm feeling bullish.
We are businessmen doing business things.
Can I join?
Yeah, of course.
What's your business thing?
We buy stuff on the auction house, and we sell it, but for more money. And we tell people it has magic powers. Look, I have something we can try out. It's called linen cloth. I will say that it belonged to Dragon Jesus. This seemed like a foolproof plan. I mean, linen cloth is easy as shit to get, and who would say no while in the presence of Dragon Jesus here? We sought out to find our first client. Greetings. My friends and I here are traveling salesmen.
Oh, I see.
We've come across a once-in-a-lifetime offer. Are you familiar with Dragon Jesus?
Can't say that I am.
Neither are we, but for a low price, you can own some pieces of linen cloth. He touched them. Spiritually.
I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
I watched him touch this cloth.
They are imbued with his grace and wisdom. Look upon them. It's these. All 6 of them. What say you? This plan was proving harder than we'd thought it would be. It was also getting really late, so we said our goodbyes and I logged out for the evening. The next evening, while flying around Stormwind, I actually found someone not already in a guild. I approached them to strike up a conversation, but was immediately distracted by a really tall woman. Damn, that girl's tall. I'll be back later. Ah. Boom. Greetings. Your size is quite impressive. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to me. The silence stung, but I didn't care. There was an event going on in town that evening. This particular night, there was word of a cultural fair going on near the docks. I didn't really know what that meant, but I had heard it was themed around Pandaren, so I almost didn't go. When I showed up, my attitude changed immediately. The place was packed. So I sought comfort in my few friends who were there. Dragon Jesus and Puma again. We even got to go backstage and watch as a dragon came to life.
Holy shit. They just transformed into a dragon.
Dragon Jesus, please bless this amalgamation of beings. They are becoming one. Everyone, it's time for some magical fireworks. Holy shit, yes. We followed the dragon to what ended up being a really badass fireworks show. It's the little things like this that make me love Moonguard, and it was nice being able to enjoy them with some friends again. Once the show concluded, we were approached by a shirtless demon hunter. Ass Pianist here was excited to see Dragon Jesus.
I've never been blessed enough to see Dragon Jesus in person.
Dragon Jesus approved.
I exist as direct competition to your loyal weed elf, with only fellweed joints.
I see. I knew not that he had any competition.
Yes, he has quite the monopoly.
A shit sorry. No one likes weed.
I became a demon hunter to hold more joints in my mouth.
That's what's up, Weed Demon. Again, sad that they were both already in guilds. But I was super stoked to have some cool in-game friends again. With the power of Dragon Jesus and Weed Demon here, I knew the sky was the limit.
Next time on Herb Vendor.